A 28 male need to get this off my chest because I'm still processing what the hell just happened to my life. 2 years. That's how long Maya and I were together. Living together for the last 8 months in a nice 2-bedroom apartment downtown. Split everything 50/50ths. Had a cat named Machi. The whole domestic thing. Then 3 months ago, she sits me down on our couch, the one we picked out together at IKEA, while arguing about whether we needed the extended warranty, and tells me she's not ready for something this serious. I just stared at her. We've been talking about maybe getting engaged next year. She'd sent me ring designs on Instagram. Her Pinterest board was called Future Wedding Ideas, for fuck's sake. I need to find myself, she said. I'm only 26. I feel like I'm missing out on experiences. Experiences, right? I asked if there was someone else. She got offended. How dare I suggest that? This was about her personal growth. Her journey. She needed space to explore who she really is. Fine. I'm not going to beg someone to stay with me. I said I understood. Started looking for a new place that same night. The thing is, we're both on the lease. Neither of us could afford the place solo, and breaking the lease would cost us each $3,000. She suggested we could be roommates until the lease ended in 6 months. It'll be like friends, she said. I actually said that with a straight face. I agreed. Not because I wanted to play Ross and Rachel, but because I needed time to figure out my next move. Plus, $3,000 is $3,000. The first few weeks were weird. She'd come home late, dressed up, always vague about where she'd been. Out with friends. Networking event. Yoga class. She doesn't do yoga. Meanwhile, I focused on myself. Hit the gym. Started reading again. Reconnected with buddies I'd neglected. Downloaded dating apps, but didn't really use them. Wasn't ready. Then I met Sophia. It was at a work happy hour. She's 29, works in marketing for a tech startup. Smart, funny, called me out on my bullshit when I tried to make a self-deprecating joke about being damaged goods. Everyone's got baggage, she said. The question is whether you're dealing with it or just dragging it around. We exchanged numbers. Started texting. Went for coffee. Then dinner. Then another dinner. I wasn't looking for anything serious. Told her about my situation up front. Living with my ex, the whole mess. She appreciated the honesty. Well, she said, at least you're not hiding a secret family in Jersey. That's my backup plan if this doesn't work out. She laughed. I hadn't made someone laugh like that in months. We kept things casual. But casual turned into, I really like spending time with you, which turned into I haven't felt this comfortable with someone in a long time. Maya noticed something was different. I was happier. Going out more. Not moping around the apartment. You seem good, she said one morning over coffee. I am good. That's great. Really great. I'm happy for you. She didn't look happy. Fast forward to last weekend. I'm at a birthday party for a mutual friend. Sophia's with me. We're not all over each other or anything, just clearly together. Holding hands. Normal couple stuff. Maya walks in, sees us. Her face goes through about 17 different emotions in 3 seconds. She comes over all smiles. Introduces herself to Sophia. They chat. Everything's super friendly and mature. I'm thinking maybe we've all evolved past petty drama. I was wrong. Sunday morning, 7 a.m., my phone's blowing up. Maya's calling. I don't answer. I'm asleep. She calls again and again. Finally, I pick up. She's sobbing. Can barely understand her through the tears. How could you do this to me? Do what? You're dating someone. Becca told me you've been seeing her for over a month. Maya, we broke up. You broke up with me. I thought you'd wait. Wait for what? For me to be ready. I told you I needed time. You told me you weren't ready for something serious. So I respected that. I moved on. But it's only been 3 months. What's the appropriate mourning period for a relationship you ended? You're being cruel. I'm being honest. You wanted to explore. Go explore. I'm not stopping you. But I love you. You broke up with me. I needed space. You got it. She hung up, then texted me a novel about how I'd betrayed her trust, how she thought we had an understanding, how I was just trying to hurt her. I didn't respond. But here's where it gets interesting. Turns out Maya's journey of self-discovery involved discovering herself in my former coworker Dylan's bed multiple times, starting about 2 weeks before she broke up with me. I found out through Instagram. She forgot I still had access to her iPad we used to share for Netflix. Her messages were syncing. Saw the whole thing. Pictures and everything. The yoga classes, dick appointments, the networking events, dick appointments, the out with friends. You get the pattern. But here's the kicker, Dylan. He's been in a relationship for 3 years. His girlfriend had no idea. So I did what any rational person would do. Nothing. I screenshot everything, saved it to a folder labeled Taxes 2023, and went about my life. Because here's what I realized. Maya thought she was playing 4D chess. Break up with me, keep me as a backup while she fucked around, then eventually come back when she was ready. I'd be there waiting like a loyal golden retriever, because where else would I go? She didn't expect me to actually move on, to meet someone, to be happy. And she really didn't expect me to find out about Dylan. Update 1. Things got worse. So remember how I said I did nothing with those screenshots? That was true, for about a week. Then Dylan's girlfriend, Priya, DM'd me on Instagram. I guess in her paranoia, she'd been doing a deep dive on his social media and saw an old tagged photo of us from a work thing. Hey, weird question, and sorry to be a social media stalker, she wrote, but you used to work with Dylan, right? Is Maya your ex? My stomach dropped. Yeah, to both. Why? I think something's going on with them. Call me paranoid, but my intuition is screaming at me. Decision time. I could lie, stay out of it. Or I could tell the truth. I told the truth. Sent her the screenshots. All of them. She called me immediately, crying, thanking me, apologizing for Maya. I told her she had nothing to apologize for. 3 years, she kept saying. 3 fucking years. The next day, Dylan shows up at my apartment. Maya's at work. He's panicking. Dude, what the fuck? Why would you tell Priya? She asked. You ruined my life. No, you ruined your life. I just provided evidence. Maya said you were cool with everything. Cool with what exactly? You know, the arrangement. What arrangement? Turns out Maya told him we had an open relationship, that I was seeing other people too. That's why she was so comfortable bringing him to our apartment when I wasn't there. Our apartment, where we both still lived, where he'd been fucking her in our bed. Get out, I said. Come on, man. Get out. He left, but not before Maya came home early from work. Saw his car in the parking lot. Saw him coming out of our building looking destroyed. She knew I knew. She tried to play it cool when she came in. Asked about my day. Made small talk. Dylan stopped by, I said. She froze. Oh, Priya knows. You told her? She asked. You had no right to tell the truth, to interfere in my life. Your life? Maya, you've been fucking some dude in our bed, in the apartment we share, while telling him we're in an open relationship. I never said that. He seems to think you did. Well, maybe he misunderstood. Did he misunderstand his way into our bed? She started crying, but not sad crying, angry crying. You're such an asshole. You're doing this to punish me. Doing what? Living my life? Dating someone who actually wants to be with me? You don't even like her. You're just using her to hurt me. I'm going to stop you right there. Sophia has nothing to do with you. My relationship with her is separate from whatever. I gestured between us. This was. We lived together. As roommates. Your idea. Remember? She stormed off to her room. Slammed the door. I heard her on the phone, probably with Dylan. Or maybe some other guy. Who knows at this point? But here's where it gets legally interesting. I've been documenting everything. Every late night, she comes home. Every time she has someone over. Every violation of our roommate agreement. Yeah, we have a roommate agreement. I insisted on it when she suggested we stay living together. She thought I was being dramatic. Sign it anyway. It includes quiet hours, guest policies, cleaning schedules, and a clause about overnight guests. No more than 3 nights a week without the other roommate's consent. She's been violating it consistently. I haven't said anything. Just documenting. Time-stamped photos. Audio recordings. It's single-party consent in our state, I checked. Building a file for the property manager. Why? Because I found a loophole in our lease. If one tenant can prove the other is violating the lease terms or creating a hostile living environment, they can petition to have the other person removed without breaking the lease. It's a long shot. Requires documentation. Evidence. Proof of pattern behavior. Good thing I've been keeping receipts. Update 2. The Lee situation exploded. I need to update you all because shit hit the fan in ways I didn't expect. So after the Dylan incident, Maya went scorched earth. Started bringing random dudes home every night. Like a different guy each time. Making sure I knew it too. Loud music, louder activities, leaving the living room a mess. I kept documenting. Kept my mouth shut. Kept seeing Sophia, who was surprisingly understanding about the whole circus. Your ex is really going through something, she said after Maya accidentally walked into the living room in lingerie while we were watching a movie. Yeah, something called consequences. 2 weeks ago, I filed the petition with our property management company. Hostile living environment, lease violations, the whole 9 yards. Had 47 pages of documentation. Photos, timestamps, links to the audio files of her and her guests at 3 a.m. on weeknights. They gave her 72 hours to respond. She lost her mind. You're trying to make me homeless? I'm trying to live in peace. You can find another place. I can't afford another place. That sounds like a you problem. We could have worked this out. We could have. Past tense. That ship sailed when you decided to turn our apartment into a frat house. But then she played what she thought was her trump card. I'll tell Sophia everything. Tell her what? About us. About how you still have feelings for me. About how you cry about me. When have I cried about you? I hear you at night. Maya, that's me laughing at Brooklyn Nine-Nine reruns. She didn't believe me. Texted Sophia from my phone while I was in the shower. Sent her this long message about how I was just using her to make Maya jealous. How I confessed my undying love for Maya just last week. How we'd hooked up multiple times since the breakup. Sophia called me immediately. I explained everything. Showed her my actual text history. The documentation. Everything. You know what she said? Your ex is unhinged. Wanting to come over with wine. She came over. Maya was there, smirking, thinking she'd won. Sophia walked in, looked at Maya, and said, "Oh, honey, no. Just no." Then she proceeded to psychologically dissect Maya for 15 minutes straight. I just stood there, mouth probably hanging open. It was like watching a surgeon at work. You're not upset he moved on, Sophia said, calm as anything. You're upset you lost control. This was never about love or missing him. It's about ego. You thought you could keep him as a backup while you played the field, and now you're throwing a tantrum because he didn't follow your script. Maya, try to interrupt. Sophia held up a hand. I'm not done. You know what your problem is? You think you're the main character in everyone else's story. But here's the truth. In his story, you're just the ex who couldn't handle her choices. And in my story, you're barely a footnote. Maya looked at me, desperate. Are you going to let her talk to me like that? She's not wrong. Maya grabbed her purse and left. Came back an hour later with her brother and his pickup truck. Started moving out that night. But here's the twist. She didn't go quietly. She called our property manager. Told them I was harassing her. That I was the one bringing people over. That I'd threatened her. They investigated. Asked for her evidence. She had none. I had 47 pages. They sided with me, but, and here's where it gets complicated, they also decided they didn't want either of us as tenants anymore. Too much drama. They gave us both 30 days to vacate. No lease-breaking fee, but we forfeit our security deposits. I was furious at first. Then I realized I wanted out anyway. This was my chance to start fresh. Maya, on the other hand, flipped out. Started posting on social media about how I'd made her homeless. How I was an abusive ex. How I'd manipulated the situation. People who knew the real story called her out. She deleted the posts. Made new ones. Deleted those too. Last I heard, she's staying with her parents. Dylan somehow convinced Priya to take him back. And I found a great one-bedroom closer to work. Update 3. The final chapter. It's been a month since I moved into my new place. Thought this drama was over. I was wrong. Last week, after Maya's social media meltdown had died down, I get a text from an unknown number. It's Maya's mom. I saw the things Maya was posting online and the comments from her mutual friends, she wrote. I need to know your side of the story. Can we talk? It's important. I almost ignored it. But curiosity won. I called her. Turns out, Maya's been telling her family a very different version of events. According to her, I cheated first. I was abusive. I got her kicked out of the apartment out of spite. the whole 9 yards. But her mom isn't stupid. She'd seen the public posts and noticed the inconsistencies when Maya couldn't keep her story straight. "I just want to know the truth," her mom said. "She's my daughter, but something doesn't add up." So I told her everything, even offered to send the documentation. "That won't be necessary," she said. This explains a lot. Maya's always had trouble with accountability. Then she dropped a bomb. "Did you know she's been doing this since high school?" Apparently, Maya has a pattern. Date someone, get bored, line up the next guy, create drama to make herself the victim, rinse and repeat. Her mom's been watching it for over a decade. "I hope she'd grown out of it," her mom said. "I'm sorry you got caught in it." I thank her for calling and thought that was that. But yesterday, I get a LinkedIn notification. Maya viewed my profile. Then another notification. She viewed it again and again, 7 times in one day. Then came an email. Subject line, "Can we talk?" I almost deleted it, but I read it. She misses me. She made a mistake. She's been in therapy for 2 weeks. She's changed. She realizes now what we had was special. She wants to meet for coffee, to apologize properly, to see if maybe, possibly, we could try again. Oh, and she mentioned she saw I was still with that girl, but that she respected my choices and just wanted closure. I forwarded the email to Sophia. Her response? The audacity is almost impressive. Almost. I haven't responded to Maya. Don't plan to. There's nothing to say. But this morning, I woke up to 17 missed calls. All from Maya. And a text. "I saw you read my email. The least you could do is respond. I know you're home. Your car is in your parking spot. She knows where I live. She's been driving by my new place." Another text. "I'm not stalking you. I was in the neighborhood." Then, "Can you just tell me if you're happy? I need to know." Then, "I'm sorry. Ignore those texts. I'm just having a hard time." Then, "Actually, no. I deserve a response. We were together for 2 years." Then, "Fine. Be with your rebound. She'll never love you like I did." I blocked her number, but she called from her work phone, left a voicemail about how blocking her was immature and proved I still had feelings. Sophia suggested I get a restraining order. I'm considering it. But the craziest part? Last night, I went for a beer at this place near my old office. And of all the gin joints in all the towns, I run into Dylan, sitting at the bar alone. He apologized for everything. Bought me a beer. We actually talked. Turns out, Maya pulled the same shit with him. Told him Priya was controlling. That their relationship was basically over. That he deserved better. She had me convinced I was in a toxic relationship, he said. Meanwhile, she was the toxic one. He and Priya are in couples counseling. Working through it. Good luck to them, I guess. Not my circus, not my monkeys. He seems genuinely remorseful. For what it's worth, he said, "You dodged a bullet." I know. No, man. You don't. After you exposed everything, other guys started coming forward. She was juggling like 4 of us. Had a whole rotation. Different story for each guy. For guys. While living with me. While telling me she loved me that morning in the kitchen. I went home and looked at old photos of us. Tried to see the red flags I missed. They were there. The way she'd guard her phone. The sudden new interests that would disappear just as quickly. The friends she'd mention once and never again. Sophia found me going through them. You okay? Yeah, just processing. It's okay to mourn the relationship you thought you had. I don't think I'm mourning. I think I'm just amazed. How'd I not see it? Because you're not a manipulative person. You don't think like that. It's not a weakness. It's actually pretty nice. She's right. I'd rather be someone who trusts too much than someone who can't trust at all. This morning, I got one final email from Maya. Different email address. Subject: the truth. In it, she admitted to everything. The cheating, the lies, the manipulation. But she framed it as her being afraid of vulnerability and self-sabotaging because she loved me too much. She ended with, "I know you'll never forgive me, but I need you to know that what we had was real." At least for me. I didn't respond, but I did forward it to her mom, who had asked me to let her know if Maya reached out again. Her mom's response was short. "We're getting her help. I'm so sorry." So that's where things stand. I'm in my new place, still with Sophia, who's been incredible through all this. Maya's hopefully getting the help she needs. And I'm just living my life. It's quieter now, calmer. I can watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine without someone accusing me of using it as emotional warfare. The trust issues will take time to work through. The paranoia every time Sophia's phone buzzes. The reflex to check her story against reality. But I'm working on it. We both are. Because here's what I learned. When someone tells you they're not ready for something serious, believe them, even if they don't believe it themselves. And when someone shows you who they really are, believe that too. The first time, not the 17th. Edit. Since some of you asked, yes, Machi the cat is with me. Maya tried to claim she bought all his stuff, but I had the receipts. Literally. He's currently sleeping on my keyboard as I type this.